All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and we got some breaking news. Mayorkas has finally been impeached. We all been calling for it, and we remember when Speaker Mike Johnson said he was going to get the job done because him, Mayorkas, and Joe Biden is just destroying the border, won't close the border. We are all sick of this crap. Now, I definitely want to go ahead and dive straight into this. Y'all can please hit that like button so more people can see that Mayorkas has been finally impeached once and for all, man. And I am so happy. This right here is great news. I mean, great news. So like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody who clicked on the video for the very first time. I appreciate all of you. And like I said, this one right here is coming from Benny. And Benny went on to say that breaking news, Biden DHS Secretary Mayorkas is finally impeached for invasion and treason. And he said, is Joe Biden next? Because I really believe Joe Biden is next. I really believe they finna get him up out of there. So I really, really believe Joe Biden is next. So because he need to be gone. Because if you got Mayorkas gone, Joe Biden need to be gone. They both. Because obviously they both don't care about the border. They both need to be gone. But like I said, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this and let's see what Benny have to say. Like I said before, guys, this right here is great news. Please hit that like button now. I would really appreciate it. And let's go.
It is my testimony that the border is secure and we are working every day to increase.
Sorry, kiddo. That's not the way I remember it.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. I bring you tidings of great joy. Hark, Republicans in the Congress have done something. Republicans have impeached Alejandro Mayorkas, the Department of Homeland Security Secretary, the man who is the most liable for committing treason against his nation, because he is opening the doors to allow people that want to kill us and want to murder us and terrorists and drug dealers and child smugglers to walk right into the country. 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, who the hell really knows? Nobody's not sure. Nobody's not sure where they come from. All we know is that a huge portion of them are from terrorist hotbeds. Many of them are on the terrorist watch list. That is a fact. And many of these people are hardened criminals. It is a fact that Alejandro Mayorkas deserves to not only be impeached, but to be tried criminally for 10 million counts of human smuggling. Alejandro Mayorkas should absolutely serve out the rest of his miserable days in Guantanamo Bay. He has just been impeached by the House. Here is that footage, ladies and gentlemen. I know you can't believe it, and neither can I. Republicans in Congress actually did something beyond bluster and tweeting, and here we are.
13, the resolution is adopted. Pursuant to Section 2A of House Resolution 996, House Resolution 995 is hereby adopted.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. So, what happened? That was Speaker Mike Johnson gaveling out with the House on Tuesday night to reconsider the failed motion to impeach Joe Biden's DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. With the vote of 214 to 213, Rep. Steve Scalise was in the House this week, and he was able to cast his vote for impeachment, and the impeachment won. It is unlikely that the Democrat-controlled Senate will take up the vote for impeachment. Obviously, Mayorkas is the first cabinet member to be impeached in 150 years.
Wow.
This is, of course, a black spot for the administration. It brings light to the failures of the grotesque policies of the Biden administration to make our country less safe, to obviously degrade and to erode the rules in this country for immigration. There are no more rules, effectively. There is no reason to even consider immigrating to America legally. The people who do so illegally get all the goodies and get free prepaid credit cards and get shipped around the countries on flights they don't pay for and get to go through TSA without screenings. I mean, really, it's quite unbelievable, actually. These people actually planned this. It is amazing to look through some of these older clips and to see Joe Biden actually plotting what he was going to do with Mayorkas back during the Obama regime. Check this out.
An unrelenting stream of immigration, non-stop. folks like me who were Caucasian of European descent, for the first time in 2017, will be in an absolute minority in the United States of America. Absolute minority. Fewer than 50% of the people in America from then and on will be white European stock. That's not a bad thing. That's a source of our strength.
Got a little goblin Mayorkas sitting right next to him. Look at him. Sitting right next to him as they describe their plot. Their plot, effectively, to erode. And it really, I personally believe this has absolutely zero to do with race. I think that people racialize these things. I think it has nothing to do with race. I think it has everything, obviously, to do with the structure of the Democrat Party for the last 150 years. Ever since Reconstruction, or pre-Reconstruction, pre-Civil War, the structure of the Democrat Party has been to have a small elite at the top that rules over a poor political underclass. These people are the heart and soul and machine behind the Democrat Party because these people require service from the state. Ronald Reagan learned this when he stupidly, and to his great shame, gave amnesty to illegals in California on his way out of the White House. He did this because he completely cucked to his liberal wife's requests, and by doing so, flipped his red home state of California blue forever. How did Democrats pull this off? Well, they were the ones who gave the illegals welfare and government subsidies, and the illegals then vote, once they're made citizens, vote for more of those subsidies. Okay? Ben Franklin has this great quote about, like, when the electorate learns that they can vote themselves goodies from the national treasury, well, then your country's over. Okay? And that's what you're seeing marching through the nation right now. And that is, of course, the goal of the Democrat Party. Right. There are 30 million illegals here in this country. Joe Biden knows this. Mayorkas knows this. You can see this clip from 2015.
And they both know that that it's a whole lot of illegals here. I mean, a whole lot. You heard what Benny said, 30 million. And look at both of these corrupt people. They sitting side by side on this screen and know both of them is just full of crap. Both of them full of crap. Don't care about the border, just letting criminals come through, killers, drug dealers, just everybody just come straight on into the country with no care at all. And they finally, I can't see why the first one didn't go through. When they first impeached him, I don't see why it didn't go through. Or why they voted to let them stay in after what this border and stuff looked like. And obviously Joe Biden don't care at all. Because all they want is the illegals to come in and get registered so they can just vote Democrats and try to help him win. Because right now, the way it's looking, Donald Trump is destroying Joe Biden in the polls. I mean, if you put up damn almost every poll, Donald Trump is winning in. So right now, you got Joe Biden, you got the Democratic Party, you got all of them. They just leeching for straws right now. They're trying to find a way to cheat Donald Trump. Just find a way. I mean, right now they going all out because as it get closer and closer to re-election in November, they gonna try any and everything. And guess what? I got all of you. We got Benny. We got everybody. Doug, Dr. Steve. We got everybody that's watching. And we gonna keep an eye on all of this mess, and we gonna call it out. But like I said, you see both of these two corrupt people just sitting side by side. Right now, they got Mayorkas. They need to get Joe Biden out of their necks. Who they gonna replace him with? Kamala Harris, Michelle Obama, whoever it gonna be, don't really matter. Because they just as corrupt as well. And plus, it don't matter which one of them you put in there because ain't now one of them going to beat Donald Trump regardless of the situation. I don't care who you get. But Joe Biden definitely has to go too because he just as corrupt as Mayorkas is. And we all know that.
Where they're talking about, Joe Biden's talking about white people being a minority in this country. They're so excited about this. And the reason why is because they want a massive political underclass that they can bribe, they can get fealty from for government handouts and government goodies. Okay? And that is why they have straight up looked you directly in the face and have lied about exactly what is happening in our country. We all know it is a disaster. It is a grotesque, nightmarish, sick disaster. There are no votes in the GOP. Ken Buck, Colorado, Mike Gallagher, Wisconsin, Tom McClintock of California. Two of these people aren't running again. I don't know about Tom McClintock of California. But Ken Buck and Mike Gallagher are not running again for Congress, so they sold their votes, obviously. Mayorkas is deliberately breaking law and ushering in vast numbers of illegals while claiming to do the opposite. He needs to go. Yes, He is literally doing this. This is Mayorkas saying that the border is secure. As 10...
Look at it. This man really think the border is secure when you got all these illegals coming across it. All these all of these criminals coming across the border. And he's saying it's secure. Man, you got to be kidding me.
million people, we don't know who they are or where they come from, have poured into our country.
It's my testimony that the border is secure, and we are working every day, day and night, to increase its security.
So,
Just
ladies and
lying.
gentlemen, Mayorkas has been impeached. Speaker Johnson getting congratulated on the floor. Well done. Republicans have a little something to crow about now. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, it is so important that these disgraced people be publicly disgraced. And, well, we'll never forget. I mean, will we even have a country after this? 900, nearly 1 million illegal immigrants in the last...
Oh, my God. Y'all, look at this. 988,819 illegal immigrants in just 43 days this year in the United States. That's approximately 22,995 illegal immigrants every single day. And you got this man, Mayorkas, sitting up here talking about the border is secure. And that's the reason why at the first beginning of this video, I said that Mayorkas and along as with Joe Biden both are full of crap. You might not hear what I said. I said they both are full of crap. For that man just be sitting in there lying. And we see the border. We see what's going on. And he wouldn't even just be truthful and say, okay, I understand that the border ain't secure, that a lot of illegal immigrants are coming up. He won't even admit it. He just gonna sit there and lie. I mean, we don't need people that's gonna sit there and lie. So he need to be gone. He needed to be impeached. We just waiting on the news that Joe Biden is gone.
43 days of this year. That's 22,000 illegal immigrants per day.
Mm-hmm.
Illegal criminal migrants per day. I was raised in a town of like 200 people. Do you know what this is going to do? Do you know what this number is going to do to our social services? Like, none of these people have paid into Social Security. None of these people have paid into Medicaid, Medicare, welfare, any of the other, like, just the basic roads and electricity, the like way that this country operates. And the services that are provided in this country, like, are provided by the taxpayer at the taxpayer's burden. None of these people have paid for any of it. And these are the number of people that are going to come into the country per day, 23,000 per day, utilizing those services. Every single one of them goes immediately onto those services and uses those services. Try going to a hospital right now and see what it, try going to a hospital right now. The entire country, no hospital is virtually operational.
That's crazy.
Because of the enormous backlog of people that do not have health care that are showing up at the hospitals to be treated. Illegal immigration grows 10x in 7 years. This is what Joe Biden has done. 2017, there were 300,000 illegal criminal aliens. 400,000, 800,000, 400,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. So far this year, there's been 1 million criminal aliens into America. It is utterly unsustainable. It is utterly immoral. It is a clear degradation of what it means, what being an American means,
right?
Which is coming here legally, learning our customs, value systems, English language tests, proficiency, and then integrating and assimilating into society. Democrats are doing this for power. There are 30 million criminal aliens in this border, in this country right now. And the way it's going to work is Democrats are going to push and agitate. It is the set end goal of the Democrat Party to give full voting rights and full citizenship rights to all 30 million of those people, thus flipping forever the entire country into a single party state. Because those people will vote Democrat. And maybe they don't even need to be naturalized American citizens.
And I was just saying that's what they were trying to do. The reason why Mayorkas and Biden is just letting them come through, because that's what they were going to try to do, get them registered so they can vote Democrat. That's exactly what they're trying to do. And I've been saying this for the longest, that they're going to try to take whatever way they can They try to defeat Donald Trump. I mean, they trying everything. It don't matter here. When they cheat, we know that's what they trying to do. They trying to cheat their way to victory. And we not going to let that happen. Because we going to call it out.
With mail-in balloting, like maybe it's already done. Maybe the cake's already baked. Per Border Patrol source, Border Patrol San Diego sector apprehended 270 Chinese nationals who crossed illegally yesterday. 20,000 Chinese nationals have now been encountered by Border Patrol. 20,000 for a country that we're virtually at war with. Ladies and gentlemen, I could not agree more with Charlie Hurt here that this is utterly and totally treasonous.
This is as close to treason as I can think. I don't know what else there is. If you're not going to enforce your own borders and allow people who are killing Americans to come into the country and completely disregard all of our rules and our laws, I don't know what impeachment is for if it's not for this.
Ari and Charlie, stay with me on this. Joining me also.
If this isn't treason, I don't know what is. Border Patrol released the number of border encounters in September. From September. 270,000. Highest number on record in a single month. The total number of encounters at the border now is 2.4 million, which is the highest year on record. Department of Homeland Security has responded here. Let's have a listen.
Yes, just responded to this impeachment vote by saying House Republicans will be remembered by history for trampling on the Constitution for political gain rather than working to solve the serious challenges at our border. This is laughable. Without a shred of evidence or legitimate constitutional grounds, and despite bipartisan opposition, House Republicans have falsely smeared a dedicated public servant who spent more than 20 years enforcing our laws and serving our country. Secretary Mayorkas and the Department of Homeland Security will continue working every day to keep Americans safe. Congressman, he's working hard for the American people.
No, he's working hard for the drug cartels, and he's working hard for the radical left, because that is what his actions have produced. The White House and the Department of Homeland Security can put out whatever statement they want, but the facts are Alejandro Mayorkas has been derelict in his duty. He has not followed the essence of federal law. He has not made sure to secure this nation. He has followed Joe Biden and his terrible, reckless policy, and he deserves to be held accountable today, and we delivered that.
This is all you need to see, ladies and gentlemen. 23,000 people per day.
That's a lot of people.
They have now gotten this down to a fine-tuned machine. This is a massive operation. This is a capacity-building operation to bring as many criminal aliens, shove as many of them into this country as much as they possibly can before Donald Trump wins again and shuts it all down in 2024. But really not until 2025, January 20th of 2025, where you can actually issue the executive orders and stop all of this hell from going on. And then what do you do next? I mean, it's a crisis. It is a true crisis. It's like a demographic nightmare, because ultimately these people, by American law, have broken the law. Their first act was breaking our laws, and remaining here illegally is also breaking our laws. So what do you do? We've seen how many of them have behaved criminally after getting here. What would you expect? What would you expect? Like, they broke the law to come
crazy.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It is probably the largest existential crisis to America. It is clearly a just despicable power play by Democrats to try and get electoral power forever and to try and create a problem and an issue that they can agitate against, right? The next push is going to be, and trust me, Joe Biden is going to try and do this on his way out of office, going to try to be like granting U.S. citizenship to 30 million people. That's going to be the next thing they're going to try and play.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to make Republicans fight that. And then they're going to try and weaponize that. These people are truly evil. This is the banality of evil. It's actually getting back to the roots of the Democrat Party. Like trading in people. Trading in human beings for power. It's sick. We should stand against it. We should pray.
Shout out to Benny for that one right there, man. Like I said, great news that Mayorkas is finally impeached. And this right here just showed you proof that Joe Biden is going to be next, because the same thing Mayorkas was allowed, Joe Biden is allowed. He the main one that's allowed because he's the president. So they got Mayorkas. and they're going to get Joe Biden next. You better believe that. So y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about it. Thank you all for watching. And like I said, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Like I said, let me know what you think in the comment section. But this is some great news. And shout out to Speaker Mike Johnson once again for getting the job done. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.